Hello, my beautiful friends. We are going to try something new today. We are going to do rune casting, which I don't do too often, but I wanted to show you how it's done as I'm getting ready and preparing for in bulk. Um, I went out today and I got all my supplies so that I can start my planting. But I was thinking as we were going to the store and back, because it's really snowy and crappy here, I was thinking that I'm so blessed to have in my life all the people that I've met through this channel, through Hesja's sister group. We're meeting tomorrow night, and it's just a really great group of women, and we're all into different kinds of things. So I wanted to do a rune casting for the sister collective. And in the description below, I'm going to list channels for the different sisters that are in the group, and we welcome. It's an inclusive group, so if this is your vibe, and you know, and I don't really think that we're exclusive to women, but it just seems to be that women are who follow the channels that we have. But we have some new sisters who are just getting started, and we want to help increase their viewership as well. A sister lifting up a sister. So we're going to do some rune casting. And the way it works is you have a white cloth. This is just a white felt thing that I got at the dollar store. And you take the bag of runes, you mix them up. I have to get my other stones out first. Hold on. Sorry for the shadow, by the way. And the smoke you see is this incense that I'm burning. Lest you think I was hot on fire over here. So what would happen is way back in the way olden days, in the ancient times, divination would happen on the spot. So you would find a fruit-bearing tree, you would cut off a branch, and you would make slices of wood, and then you would mark in them the alphabet, the Elder-Futhark alphabet. And then you would cast them onto a white cloth, and you would just randomly pick 3. And it's not necessarily a 3 Norns, because 3 Norns is past, present, future. The 3 sisters, you would just pick 3, and you could do past, present, or future, or you could just read them together as a lot, and see what they mean together. So there are different variations of this. Sometimes people will pick all the ones that are facing up. Sometimes they will pick half of them, or they'll have a map or something that the stones fall in different quadrants and stuff like that. We're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. Pretend that we have cut down a fruit tree and a branch from a fruit tree, and we've cut up our pieces. We've marked them with the marks, and now we're just going to dump them onto the cloth. So this is a message for the sisterhood, something for us to consider as we journal, and we're just going to toss out the stones. Now I'm going to do it in a way that this one landed on my computer, so I feel like I should take this one. This will be one of the ones that I take, which is Ritter-Guth. This is Ritter-Guth. So we'll take Ritter-Guth. That one landed on my computer. And I'm just going to randomly pick 3 others. And I'm not looking at them. We have Athala. My hand is not touching them. I'm like hovering over it like you would for Reiki. Just trying to find a different temperature. All right, and Kinaz. So these are the ones that we are going to look at. We'll move these to the side. So we have Kinaz, Ritter-Guth, and Athala. Athala means ancestors, right? And the sisterhood, we all at some level have common ancestors. If you go back far enough, we have common ancestors, right? So we're all on ancestral paths. We're all connected to our ancestors, and we're connected to each other in that sort of ancestral spirit. And Ritter-Guth is like going with the flow, really just, meandering down the river. Stick a rock gets in the way, you go around it, go with the flow. And Kinaz is all about communication. So this is a great reading for the sisterhood. We're doing what our ancestors want us to do. come together, bring peace, light, and love into the world, and chat up. And we're going to be doing that tomorrow night in a sister chat. We won't be recording it because we want people to be able to speak freely and without cameras. So what a good read. Let's see if there are any cards that want to come out with it. Anything that the Sisterhood should consider. We'll look for Celtic Spirit first. So for those who have been following, my cousin came off a ventilator today, which is a huge step forward and a blessing. I think I mentioned that my colleague's daughter passed away. 4 months she had been in the hospital. There was a gas explosion in her apartment in her college, where she went to college. And I don't know what caused gas explosion. They think there was a gas leak, and she got injured. I don't think the others had sustained injuries like she had. And she had many surgeries, and it was just extensive care. And I mean, my heart breaks for my colleague because, as a mother, I can't even put words to it. And she's one of our sisters, right? All right, 3 passes. Anything to go with the stones for the Sister Collective? Okay. Shaman Spiral. Awareness, practice, and connection. And literally, we're going to be connecting with each other tomorrow. Connection is what brings peace, light, and love into the world. We all have these very different practices. I've learned so much. I learned to do the showering, letting go, sort of ritual, which was really powerful and really helped me yesterday. So I'm always learning. I learned some stuff about Isis tonight that I didn't know anything about. Like, I'm learning from these other traditions. And one of the frustrating things, I think, as being a Christian and having been raised in a very strict church is that we were always taught that these things were evil and bad, and you could catch it. You could catch cooties if you sat down with somebody who believed something different than you. What a bunch of hogwash that is. So, you don't have to adopt somebody else's practice just because you learn about it, right? You can adapt your own thing and do your own thing. Hike your own hike. And that's what we're doing, and it's really just great to come together. We're starting to send magical mail to each other, which is just awesome, and makes me cry every time. I always wanted a pen pal when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I had a pen pal named Brad. He lived in Alaska, and he liked hockey, and I was in the 2nd grade. And I liked writing to Brad. He was pretty cute for a 2nd grader when I was in 2nd grade. I don't know where Brad is these days, but I don't know if I shoveled 2 or 3 times. I got all excited talking about Brad from Anchorage, Alaska. But I went to school back before there were computers. So, you had to have pen pals because there was no other way. My mom had pen pals. She had a bunch of pen pals from England and Scotland. And she used to get this paper where you would find the pen pals. And this is, again, before computers. And they would have ads in for male brides, like where you could, order a bride. She kept threatening my brother to order him a bride. My oldest brother is a lot older than me. I gotta focus. Spirit cards, please, to go with the stones. So she's gonna order my oldest brother a bride. She should have, because his bride was not nice to me. I wish her well. However, she is in the world. The cards are like, we're going to throw cards at you so you pay attention. All right, divine love and healing grief. So, the sisters are all going through something. And one of the ways that we heal, is to be connected to other people, is to be connected and just to have space and time to be ourselves and to talk about this kind of stuff. Because, I'll talk about this stuff with, people around me. I'm very fortunate to have Nav, who watches the channel, because she and I are into this stuff. And so I have a person, but a lot of people don't have a person. And you start talking about stuff like, I was like, I wrote to my aunt and I said, I had lit a candle for my cousin, and I talked to my mother, my grandmother, and his father, who are all in the spirit world. And I know people are like, she's so nice, but she's so kooky. Whatever. Think I'm kooky. I don't care. But I did talk to them. I said, don't be taking him. He's needed here. And help him get better and push him back. Push him back to Wes. And they did. So think I'm kooky all you want. But anyway, it's really nice to get together with like-minded people. And even though we don't all believe the same things, we all have a respect for each other's path, which is very druidic. That's very much a druidic way, is, help a person on their path if you can, and don't judge a path, because you're on your own path, and don't worry about other people's paths. All right, so any more cards to go with this reading for the Sister Collective? Pass one. And pass two. That one went down, so that must be an important one. Pass three. I don't think these were supposed to come out. These cards like flip out in chunks, but I think that's more my shuffling. I didn't feel called to them. I feel called to the ones that flew out of my hand. These two came together in this one. Let me go get it. It's all the way down there. I'll be right back. Oh my God. Don't get old, girls. Oh, guys. Good grief. I hope my butt wasn't in the air. Resonance. Joy. So it's going to be joyful to be together. Amen. Hester and I were just talking. We're like so excited to see our friends. Sovereignty, which is self-empowerment, and balance, the juggler. These came out together. We're all balancing so many things, and but we all have the power, and sharing what we're going through, and sharing, what we think about the different tools and the different boxes that we get, and sort of the things that resonate, and tips and tricks and crystals and all the things that people are into. Like, I think I'm the only one who reads runes daily, but I know others are getting into rune reading. I don't read tarot or tarot. People say it different ways, but I'm interested when other people, read it, and I'm interested in their insights and the wisdom that comes from it. So, I think we balance, so much in our life. And, we look for opportunities to be empowered. And what a better way to empower yourself than to be empowered by others that are like-minded. So I'm excited about tomorrow night. This Sisterhood Collective has just been a true blessing to me. And I know that we're all devoted to bringing light and love into the world. So I am wishing you all the best in light and love. Be well. Take care. Bye-bye.